the big thing was that this is not just another shark movie.
Yes.
So
glad you said that.
Yes. What does 47 Meters Down bring to the story that makes it different?
Well, of course sharks are terrifying, but I think there are so many other things that we have to face underwater in this film. Running out of oxygen, the bends, getting nitrogen bubbles in your blood, which go to your brain. They're
escaping the cage,
not knowing where the boat is, not knowing if someone was coming for us, not knowing if our comms would work, if we were to leave. You know, there were just a million different issues that we had to face in this film, and I think that's why the story is so compelling and so exciting, and you don't get bored watching two sisters in a shark cage.
You're on the edge of your seat the whole time.
I'm glad to hear it.
It's a story of survival.
Yes.
You know, and that human instinct, if we're hardwired with that trigger of like fight or flight, and ultimately how these girls are going to survive.
Yes, definitely. So have either of you
Been
diving
ever in a cage?
No.
We have not.
No.
Although I
Would you
wouldn't
do
be
it?
opposed to it.
You
No,
would?
really, kind of would.
Oh, I was gonna ask that. I was gonna say, would you go?
I would make sure I have plenty of air.
Wow,
Just in case.
even
That
after
is
doing
far
all
more
this?
brave than I am. I don't know that I would.
Well, that shocks
go on,
me.
man. If you do it, I'll do it.
Okay,
Come on,
you know
let's
what
do it together.
shocks me? I was talking to Yanni and Matthew, and we were saying who was most like their character. Mm-hmm. They were saying you're a lot like Lisa, and Lisa didn't want to go diving, so...
I think I'm just cautious in life in general, but you know,
No, you're
that's
ballsy.
awesome.
I'm not.
You are.
She is. She's like, I think our characters, like, we sort of definitely kind of were cast in the right characters because I'm a little bit more apprehensive. You know, I'm the older one. I think I'm more cautious in life.
Yes.
And Claire is just, you're an adventurer and you're ballsy and you're brave and you put yourself out there and like,
That's awesome.
you're organized and you know what you want out of life and all of those things that sort of
paid her to say
mimic
that.
your character. That's no, it's true. It's true. So I feel very lucky that we were trapped together underwater
Me
for
too.
8 weeks.
Yeah, so you guys actually were in a tank. What was one of the biggest challenges being in a tank and filming?
There were many
Yeah, I'm sure.
challenges.
There were many challenges. I feel like being, you know, a tank is relatively small. It's not the ocean. It's not the same sort of scale. So making it feel like we really were at the bottom of the ocean and trying to find new ways to hyperventilate and to be scared and to be terrified. And I think we were both really cognizant of the movie not just sort of living up here, having sort of peaks and valleys.
Yeah.
That would, you know, ultimately honor this real traumatic experience that these girls are living through, and they're fighting for their lives, and it's sort of a race against the clock. And so that to me was important, was just making sure that it felt realistic and not just like completely this exaggerated, over the top, overly dramatic, even though it is a life or death situation kind of experience.
And I think just from a personal level, dealing with the physical exhaustion that we dealt with during production and trying to maintain you know, that level of energy that was needed despite the peaks and valleys to get through 8 weeks of it and to make sure that we were doing justice to the story and that we weren't just getting tired and wanting to go up, and it was a lot. It was demanding
really doing
and
it.
exhausting.
You were really doing it. I heard you guys did most of your stunts yourselves.
We did a lot.
We had
I mean, we definitely had help, but you know, a good part of the film, Claire and I were sticklers of wanting to be a part of it as much as we could. There were certain things, I think, for safety reasons, when it's part of like when the cage is falling, that like ultimately production was like, you guys are gonna sit this one out. We don't want anyone's like eardrums to explode.
Yes.
But we tried to do as much as we could, and you know, I think we're really proud to be a part of an experience like this in a film that is shot primarily underwater. There really hasn't been.
No.
There aren't really any other films that are quite like this, and it's unique in that sense, and the experience was very ultimately rewarding.
Well, I think it's going to be a great summer film. Thank you guys so much. You did a wonderful
Thank
job.
you. Nice to meet you.